to within 6 metres of the line. A chance for the Blues to get out of jail. Tuvey now, Johns, Daly, it's catch and pass. McDougall, it's gone from Ross, over for Johns. Johns away for Howe. Howe puts a kick in. Guile scores. The Blues are over. He wants to look at it. Matt Guile has scored. He's confident.
Well, the only concern is offside. Rodney Howe's put one through. And Fatty, you think he's onside?
Well, I had a strong look outside when Howe got the ball. He feigned the kick and he ran on with it, and I thought that Guy was onside. So it could be a try. Some good hands. Howe kicks.
Oh, he's a mile.
No doubt about it.
Mile onside. There's no need for any photo finish. Does he put it down safely? Puts it down gently. Matt Guy gets his second try of the night.
This will be a green light. Can I ask a question here? I don't know whether there's extra time involved. Now, I don't think it is, so if it's a 10-all draw, my understanding would also be that Queensland retain the State of Origin title, having won it last year.
That's exactly right. So how important is this kick from Ryan Gurden?
Well, the pass from Daly was picked up on the second bounce by McDougall. What an effort by McDougall. I tended to agree with Steve Roach. He wasn't getting involved like Wendell Saylor. And Rodney Howe has never kicked anything better than that.
Oh, he's had a brain explosion, Rodney Howe, but it's worked.
Well, hang on, a couple of weeks ago, we saw Rodney Howe chip kick right down and put it away for someone to score. He's got a great kicking game.
But it's basically came about by a very, very bad pass from Laurie Daly. They've kept it going from there. Points on the board, pressure situation. I can tell you a lot of Queensland minds right at the moment will be casting back to the late 80s, 87, 88. Michael O'Connor kicking one from the sideline at the Sydney Football Stadium that absolutely sunk two blokes on the field, I can tell you.
Ryan Girdler will take the kick. There's the try again. A chance for New South Wales to go 2 points up with 9 minutes to go. He hits the ball, it's gone out to the right, and it's no goal. 10 points all, 9 to go. We'll be back in a moment live. Many of our viewers still with us, of course, through Sky Sports in the UK, Sky New Zealand, TV New Zealand, MTV, Papua New Guinea, State of Origin. It's alive and well in Australia. And again, it's going right down to the wire. A deepish kickoff comes as no surprise. And Rodney Howe brings it back to within just inside the 20. 10 points all then, and 8 minutes to go in Nine's live coverage of the decider from Suncorp Stadium. Kosef met by Ben Ikin. 30 metres out. Of course, if it's a draw, the trophy is retained by Queensland. They are the holders of the trophy, and New South Wales will be fully aware of that. A draw is of no value to them. Not in series value anyway. Robbo Davis, who made the mistake that generated the New South Wales try. Lockyer, the second half try scorer for Queensland. Matt Guy getting his second try tonight. He's had a magnificent series, really. Lang playing it on halfway, Lamb passes, Saylor runs it. Look at him, he's been so evasive tonight.
Yeah, with these conditions, you would think impossible for a long-range field goal attempt.
Ikin puts a grubbing kick in.
Robbie Ross.
Robbie Ross urgently across.
Well, how good has Robbie Ross been in the whole series? Well, he's just been sensational.
It's a funny thing you say that. When he was picked, everybody said poo-poo, what happened to David Peachey? And New South Wales haven't had a more consistently good player.
Well, look, I was one of the main people who said David Peachey should be there, and I still think that quite possibly he deserved to be there in the first selection. But Robbie Ross has been absolutely sensational, has not let anyone down, and that was never going to be the case. Once he was there, he always had the ability to excel. Mark Carroll now, 28 out, that's the last tackle. Andrew Johns to the right, Steve Price will come through and put plenty of pressure on.
Well, Johns getting it away for Daly, the alternate kicker. And it's a big kick from Laurie Daly. Down it goes, and it'll be recovered by O'Davis safely this time. Not that he hasn't been safe for the major part of this decider at Lang Park. Just one blemish, and it's proven very costly. 10 points all, and we've got 6 minutes to go, and it's with that man again. He the man, Sailor. 31 away from his own line for Martin Lang, running it daily. Kennedy underneath, and Mark Murray sitting there like a white-knuckled air travel.
Did you see the knuckles? That's what this Origin can do to you when you're coaching, Ray.
Tallis now, over halfway. Tremendous personal effort by Gordon Tallis tonight. And courageous by Lamb. Was he taken out late, Lamb? Clark said, I saw it. No, play on. McDougall now comes to Smith, Jason and Darren, and put down on the 20-metre line. Lamb's kick, I feel it was a late tackle by Rodney Howe, but I thought the same applied earlier in the game when there was a blue jumper lying on the ground. So the only thing I can say for Stephen Clark, at least he's been consistent. The Blues then rucking the ball out. They're 30 metres out from their own line. Queensland knowing that if they can draw the match, they will hold the trophy. Now Tuvey goes across. Daly straightens, beats Tallis, beats Lang, passes. Johns catches. That might have been touched by Queensland, was it? Girdler is with it now on the halfway line. He hasn't restarted the tackle count. I've got my doubts about it. I thought it might have been touched by the Maroons. Ross gets a kick in. Carroll takes him out of the game. Sailor is there waiting and now running out towards the 30-metre line, standing offloading. Lockyer is with the ball and then steps outside the 40-metre line, and in back play, still down, is Robbie Ross as Carroll goes away for Queensland now.
Well, the referee stopped the game for Robbie Ross, but he's now called play back on. Ross going back to fullback. Andrew Johns had dropped back. Gordon Tallis now still causing problems. That's about 4 gone, and I still don't think they can get close enough to take 1 point.
Brad Thorne taken down by Kennedy. Johns went for a tackle and almost came up with an intercept. It's played by Webke, picked up by Green, given to Smith, then away to McKenna. McKenna angles back in, runs into the shoulder of Kennedy, and is put down by Kennedy and Girdler. Green to the blind side, puts in a little grubbing kick. It won't find touch, and it'll be brought back out of the in goal by Robbie Ross. A metre out from his in goal.
Nearly the kick of the night, that one. They've got nowhere to go now, the Blues. They're camped, what, 2 metres out, maybe? In their in goal? No. Great defence from Queensland.
McDougall playing it back on his own line. Ben Kennedy crawling out to the 10-metre line. Can the Blues get around them? Daly knocks on, and Queensland can't pick up the quick advantage. A scrum will go down, and a chance for Queensland to shut it down.
Well, that's the match, Ray. Unfortunately for New South Wales, Laurie Daly, as so many players have done tonight, just having a look up in front to see what was coming at him. He stopped Ben Eichen from picking the ball up cleanly. But there's no way knowing that Queensland can't close this game down now. Gordon Tallis goes the blind side, throws the dummy. They'll work through their set of 6. If they can't score the try, a simple job into the in-goal area. Great kick from Paul Green on this side.
Jason Smith with his shoulder to the defence. Tackled a couple of metres out. They've used up 2 tackles, and time shows 2 1/4 to go. 10 points all. Queensland seconds away from retaining the trophy. Brad Thorne is held right in the centre of the ground. Just looking around for drop goal exponents. Jason Smith gets it back for Ben Eichen.
Paul Green can kick them. He's a dummy half. That might be a shock tactic.
Green getting it away. Jason Smith puts a little grubbing kick in. Robbie Ross gets a touch and takes it out 10 metres from his own line. 10 points all, 1 3/4 minutes the countdown. Inside from Johns for Kennedy.
New South Wales have to come up with a super play to win this match. They know they've got to do something special, try and create some space out wide, but it's almost impossible in the rain, in the mud, against this Queensland defence.
This is Michael Vella running away from the 30-metre line. That's where they are. way back in their own territory. Johns hoping to do something wide with Daly. Daly stepping away from Carroll, fending away from Thorne, and like a man inspired, he runs over the halfway line before they're able to pull him down.
I think they've got to run it here.
Johns putting it through the hands, Ferner away. Terry Hill puts a kick back into the centre of the ground. The ball bounces and Robbie O'Davis loses the ball. The Blues have got the advantage. The Blues have got the advantage with 20 metres to go and time, 45 seconds on the clock. It's with Andrew Johns, and Johns has put down 12 metres out from the line.
One more to the post and a Daly field goal.
Tuvey gets it away for Rodney Howe. Howe is put down 5 metres out from the line. 30 seconds to go. Tuvey, he's going to goes to ground himself, and we're looking around for drop goalers. Daly, and where is the football?
It's gone to ground.
It's gone to ground, and it's with Queensland. One-on-one, the smiles come across the Queensland faces.
Well, the Blues field goal kickers, they were there like vultures. They were hanging around. Daly was there, Johns was there, Girdler was there.
You're exactly the same down there yourself, mate. You're exactly the same.
Well, Laurie Daly knows the enormity of the play. The chance of 1 point extinguished by the mistake. And Chris McKenna plays the ball for Queensland. Jason Smith will be asked to play it 10 metres away from his own line. And one of the stars of the game, Gordon Tallis, he hasn't finished his job at the office yet. Tallis has put down 30 metres out from his own line. Slowly does it for Queensland. They know they retain the trophy with a 10 points all draw. Sailor just refusing to be tackled. It's been a superb effort by Wendell Sailor, Gordon Tallis in particular. The siren has sounded. Mark Murray's team has won the series. They've retained the trophy in front of a capacity crowd at Suncorp Stadium in atrocious conditions.